Never mind. I thought there was something fishy going on. Hey, good man! I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm 쟈비샤에게 of Holohlavi.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry. But
What?
please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender...
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone getting robbed. Can we talk this through?
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness ends, the better.
What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
You won't scare anyone with politeness. Try this. This is an ambush, you shit-eaters. So if there's so much as a peep out of any of you, I'll gouge out your eyes and serve them to you on a plate.
No, that's not for me. I may not look it, but I'm still a knight.
Well, then why are you ambushing people, Sir Knight? Wouldn't you be more useful as a mercenary or a guard?
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them...
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honorable service. Most recent.
Well, the king certainly didn't pay badly. What went wrong?
Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betshwa. That's a village. 쟈비샤에게 of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies. So we were to... And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks. And they were playing... 쟈비샤 lost it. And the requisitioning turned into plundering.
I get that soldiers have to eat too, but that's disgusting.
You're absolutely right. Besides, if they gave us as much as they were ordered to, I went to 쟈비샤 to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering? And in the end, I challenged him to a duel. We wagered our honor.
And you lost it all.
And with it, my place in the army.
Why did you wager everything in the first place? Is it some kind of knightly tradition?
Not always. It's a gesture to show that you really will defend.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And you seemed like a skilled... If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should...
And how much money do you actually need?
Heaven knows. In truth, I don't know if 쟈비샤 will speak to me at all.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Well, I offered, didn't I? So, where can I find this man?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is 쟈비샤 of Garbov. He has a black eagle and 3 yellow stones on his... He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen. Hopefully you'll find it.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on them?
Of course. On my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have on my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its... If you get my things back from 쟈비샤, come and see me in the tavern in Pshitok. They let me sleep in the hay there.
Tell me something about yourself. Where are you from?
Holohlavi. It's a village near Hradec. My family's been there.
I've never been there.
It doesn't matter. I haven't set foot there for a good 40 years.
That long? How come?
I'd rather not get into it.
Look, everyone's been through something they'd rather not talk about. I'm not going to judge you.
You wouldn't understand anyway.
Well, now I'm really in the mood to help you.
Sorry, Actually, it's stupid. I had a
And? That's it?
See? You don't understand. Otmar is older, so when my father...
Older than you? My word. Sorry. So, you argued about the inheritance?
No, I was just a boy then, and I wasn't much interested. Otmar wanted me to be chaplain of the church in Hollowlavi. But that wouldn't have... Ever since I heard the stories of King Arthur as a child, I knew I'd be a knight.
You are one now, though, aren't you?
I don't mean by title. I'm talking about battles and tournaments and romance. Anyway, I soon abandoned my studies and began...
Well, your brother meant well. If you couldn't both have the estate, he wanted you to be secure in another way.
That sounds nice, but he saw it differently. Otmar needed to secure his position because the church owns a lot of... He didn't care about me at all. But no matter, I'm happier like this anyway. Well, Otmar gave me the armor and the horse. Would you believe it?
Really? Why would he do that?
After I ran away, I struggled and rarely had 2 groschen to rub together. Otmar found out about it and tracked me down. I was afraid that he would drag me home and force me to go back to my... But instead, he gave me armor and his best horse and told me to go and be a knight if I must, but not to return.
And don't you ever miss your brother?
After all these years, more and more, who knows if he's even still alive?
You'd rather rob wayfarers than return home? That must have been a damn serious parting of ways.
Even if I could return home, how would that turn out? I've accomplished... So what else is there for me to do? I can't do anything but fight.
Don't worry. You'll get your things back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll see your brother again.
How can I help you today, friend?
You're a Cuman, aren't you? Where'd you learn our language so well?
I used to accompany merchants who rode... I earned some good money and picked up a lot of it.
And why'd you stop?
Those merchants sold goods they came by, well, dishonest. But I got lucky in the end. I'm good with a bow, so they gave me a... It wasn't a hard choice.
Show me your wares.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir. Good day to you.
I heard you have some work for a blacksmith.
That I do. But you'd have to manage more than pounding iron with... How important is it for you when working to not get dirty?
Let's just say I sometimes get a little dirt under my nails, if you get my meaning.
Very good. Let's cut to the chase then. I need you to bring me something, so that the owner of that thing does not notice you interested.
First, I want to know exactly what you want me to do.
As I said, I need you to bring me something. Nobody...
Yeah, I understand that. But what do I have to get, and from where?
Basan, one of the cumin dogs around here, has recently acquired a very lovely sword. He got it as ransom for some knight he took captive during the conquest of Kuttenberg. You yourself must admit that such a weapon has no business being in the filthy paws of those pagans. When they don't eat... Now, if I had a sword like that...
But humans aren't pagans.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you. They're Christians, just like you and me. Did you ever speak with them?
Do you think I understand their tongue? And that doesn't change anything anyway. I want that sword and that's the end of it.
So what do you need a blacksmith for?
You know, I'd hate for Basan to notice his sword is gone. Can you imagine what that cumin vermin... But if you could get a good look at it, you could bring it to me and leave Basan with a replica.
A replica?
Of course. Made of some soft iron, with coloured glass instead of gemstones. Just for luck. Basan won't notice the difference anyway. What do you say?
Fine. I'm in. Where can I find this Basan?
Here in the camp, naturally. You'll go to the tournament enclosure, and on the left, behind it, you'll find his tent. It's white with green trim along...
That sounds fairly easy.
That may be, but you don't need to dawdle. Run along, and watch out for Basan.
I need something to
see
eat.
you, my friend.
What was I supposed to do with Basan's sword?
You make a replica and leave it in
I just forgot. I've got other work too. I'm feeling a bit
see you, my
peckish.
friend.
Wake up! Come on!
What would you like?
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my map? Wait for it to behind time. Güneş, boşta zorla. You're doing well today. I'll grant you. Careful. You still pick the stakes now?
Nice sword. I'm not surprised they're fighting over it. To make the same won't be easy.
Go fuck yourself! Good hit!
A hard bloody hit!
Bad luck. Don't back down! You're doing well today. What do you need, my friend?
Show me your...
I hope you'll find what you're looking for next time. Bad luck.
How's the trip in the States now?
I'll sort you out nicely.
It's like I'm invisible or something. Good day.
It's done. No one will ever know it's a replica.
Hail Mary.
Greetings.
I brought you that sword, just as you wanted.
And what about Basan? Did you leave a replica in its place?
Of course. Everything is taken care of.
Fantastic. Hurry up. Give me that sword.
Here you go.
The Absolver. It's finally mine. Isn't it beautiful?
Very. But now, about my reward.
What? Ah, you are right. Well, here is your reward, just as we agreed.
Thank you very much. And if you ever have any more work for me...
I'd rather not, friend. Just to be on the safe side. Take care. Take care, sir.
What? Why is it barking so much? Lord be with you.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Henry, and
Forget the pleasantries. Czego chcesz?
I've come about Sir Jerzek of Holohlavi.
Ależ, no w takim razie to zacznij gorzь, prawda? Such a dis... What do you want from me?
I heard about what happened between you and Jerzek. I understand that you're in the right. But couldn't you return his armor and horse? Without them, it's as if he's not a knight at all.
So poor valiant Jerzek's not doing well, and that would soon have everyone around walking all over me. I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back to Jerzek. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
I know a bit about it, but I'd be interested in your side of the story.
There's no his side and my side here. There are just facts. We went to the village to stock up. The locals wanted to cheat us and slipped us a bag of sand instead of... So we looted and torched the place. But when it was all over, Jerzek started going on at me about how it was dishonorable. But he took his ration of flour all the same, the whoreson.
Look, I understand that you're mad at Jerzek, but he needs help. It's just not right for a lord to become a thief.
So that is what his lordship from Holohlavi is doing now.
What else is left when you've taken everything from him? You're the only one who can do anything about it.
Yes, maybe I can send my men to drag him here in chains and lash him with a whip.
Now, you know what? Since there's no reasoning with you, we'll do it another way. In the name of Sir Jerzek, I challenge you to a duel.
You? You'd better turn around and be glad I'm not going to kick your ass out of here.
Well now, is the brave knight afraid he might lose to me? What would your men say about that?
Careful, boy. You have been quite entertaining so far, but I will not be mocked.
All the more reason to give me a good beating then, isn't it? And in public, no less.
Well, if you want it so badly, let us do this properly. We will engage in 3 rounds. Pole arms first, then short swords and shields. And finally, like proper knights, with long swords. Each man shall take his own weapons and armor, and whoever bests their opponent in at least 2 rounds wins. I will wager Jerzek's horse and knightly armor. You match the price in groschen. What do you say?
I accept.
Excellent! Get yourself the necessary armor and equipment. When you are ready...
I've never heard of the Lords of Garbov. Could you tell me something about yourself?
It is true that Garbov is a long way.
Zavish the Black. Aren't you the fearsome tournament competitor who's jousted far and wide?
I did not only compete, I won. Are you starting to...
Not at all. I'm just trying to find out what's in store for me.
All right, but don't expect me to show you any tricks. Who taught you to fight, anyway?
Lots of people. After all, no one man can teach you everything, right?
Haha, maybe no ordinary man. But if you knew my master Ippolito, the best, my father once saved him from bandits, and he taught me and my brother for 2 years sword fighting, horsemanship, everything we needed to become true knights.
Only the best for the nobility, eh? Did he handle you with kid gloves?
Ha! It was a fucking ordeal. He made us run and climb in full armor, ride bareback, swim with a sack of stones, and at night, when we could barely crawl, he gave us swords and we had to difficult. Sometimes I miss that Italian butcher.
Where is Garbov, actually? It almost sounds Czech.
Almost, yes. It's in Poland. My father was the Burgrave of Konarsko-Sierać. He bred the best horse, certainly a lot livelier than that nag of Jezek's.
And how big is the family of the Lords of Garbov?
I have two brothers, Jan and Pyotr. But I have not seen them in a long time.
How did you end up in Sigismund's army?
Our king called on us to send soldiers to Sigismund, and I didn't feel like sitting at home with my wife.
You went to fight in a foreign land without asking any questions?
Against the Bohemians here, the Ottomans in Nicopolis, or Jobst in Moravia. The best way to keep your enemies away from the border is to defeat them before they cross it. Sigismund pays well, and our king is glad to have his own people around him.
Then why are you here with the Cumans, and not in Sedlets?
Sitting on my arse all day and slowly drinking myself to death?
I'd better go and get ready for the duel.
Wait a moment. There is one more thing I'm interested in.
Ask away.
Why are you so keen to help Jezek anyway?
I would help anyone who needs it.
Anyone who needs it, or anyone who deserves it?
You think Jezek doesn't deserve it?
I'm not saying that. But if my men see me lose, they might say in that case, I might need some help too.
Could you tell me again how our duels will go?
It is simple. We will fight in 3 rounds. In the second round, use a shield and any one. The third round, I will wager Jezek's horse and...
Azabel.
Don't forget to choose a suitable... Lord be with you.
All right, I'm ready. We can fight.
Tough Spaniale. But you have to put down the coin up front.
Here you go. Down to the last groschen.
Just how I like it. How should the herald introduce you?
I want it to be known that Henry of Skalitz defeated you, and that he did it for all the common folk who had their roofs burned over their heads because of the likes of you.
Very nice speech. But let us see how you talk when I knock. Come on. I cannot wait.
Hail, gentlemen! Brave knights, loyal comrades. Today, we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garbov, called the Black, and Henry of Skalitz. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Jezek of Holohlavi. The noble lord of Garbov has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the dispute between the Lord of Garbov and the Lord of Holohlavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms. Let the clash of pole arms begin!
You... You want to try me? Wank! Wanker! That food must have been spoiled. I feel sick to my stomach.
For glory!
Wanker! Jesus! I'm hit! Useless! That food must have been spoiled. I feel sick to my stomach. Wanker! Useless!
To an end, and the winner is Henry of Scarlet. I can't believe it myself. He's beaten the Lord of Garboff. Both combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath maid tend to their wounds before the next round. Both combatants are ready for the second round. The duel with one-handed weapons can begin.
That food must have been spoiled. I feel...
There's no escape!
That food must have been spoiled. Christ! I'm hit! Jesus! I'm hit! Christ! I'm hit!
For glory! Useless. No mercy!
The duel of shields comes to an end, and the winner is Henry of Skullet's. Unbelievable! God must have guided his hand. Both combatants may now tend to their wounds and rearm themselves for the third and final duel. The noblest fight begins. The longsword
For
duel.
glory! For glory!
Still believe in yourself?
I feel quite hungry!
The longsword duel is at its end, and the undisputed winner is Henry of Skullet's. He's defeated his rival with an incredible performance.
At least it stopped the bleeding.
Were well fought, and God was on the side of the one in the
Hey!
right.
Let me take a
If I
look.
hadn't seen it with my own eyes,
Don't you dare.
Could you treat me, please? That fella laid into me like a battering ram into a gate.
Don't worry, we'll sort you out.
Garabov to shame with his performance. The dispute between these two gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished.
Well, is that everything?
Is it not enough for you? I cannot believe it! I, the champion of tournaments all the way from Brittany to Venice, and I end up beaten by a yokel like you, with his finger up his nose.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that.
Oh, you don't have to kiss my ass. I know full well I botched it. You will find the horse stabled up by the gate, and you can take the armor from my chest.
Haven't you forgotten something?
The groschen are in the chest, too.
I'm glad I cleared Sir Yezhek's name.
Yeah, the old man gets his stuff back. But I'd still prefer if you at least kept the armor. You won it, not Yezhek.
Am I supposed to lie to him?
The spoils of victory are yours. What you do with them is entirely up to you.
Greetings, my friend.
I saw the arena and the stands and thought to myself, this looks like a tournament, eh?
You're too late, lad. There used to be competitions here almost every day. But that's been over for quite some time. All you can do now is a bit of archery.
Why'd they ban it?
Captain von Howlitz and Lord von Berghoff heard blokes were killing each other here.
You fought with sharp weapons?
Of course not. That was forbidden. But the Cumans fucked it all up.
So what happened then?
One of our companies went against the Cumans. It's a fight like any other. But those fuckers had a score to settle with us and brought sharp. Our fellas came away from there in bad shape. Most of them never recovered. And then Command banned the fights.
So that's it then? No more tournaments?
Aye, probably. Because that wasn't the first cock-up. Cumans, Germans, Praguers, they all hate each other and are always... But without the tournaments and betting, the blokes don't have anything to do anymore. And they're starting to get tests now. Their camp is starting to look more and more like a wasp's nest. But you'll see for yourselves.
So there won't be any fighting. That's all I need to know.
Farewell.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Well, that should be everything. Yezek's sure to be happy. Hey there, pony. If only you knew how much trouble you caused me, friend. But I'm sure Yezek can't wait to see you. All right, boy, we're here. I'm sure your master is waiting for you.
God bless you.
About these things of yours.
Did Zavish listen to you? Tell me, how did it go?
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to take part in a nightly duel.
Damn. He didn't hurt you too much, I hope.
Well, that fella? Come on. He hardly had a chance to blink and he was on his arse. He hadn't a chance against me.
But he's a tournament veteran. You have my admiration, lad. What about my Gringolet? Did he give him to you?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hololavi will be forever in your debt. I wanted to give you my shield, but someone must have stolen it. Can you believe it? I'd like to give you my spurs. You may not be a knight, but they can still be of use to you.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. It's time for me to go home. Who knows? Maybe I can even reconcile with my brother. I told you about him, remember?
That's not a bad idea. So, take care. And give your brother my greetings.
I'll try. God bless you, Henry.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
About these things.
Did Zavish
Unfortunately, it didn't work. The armor stayed with him.
Damn it! I'd like to break that Polish bastard's legs. And what about my horse? Is Zavish taking good care of him?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite...
The best. And you know what? Now that I have my things back, I can do without the Take them. Let them be of some use.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next?
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. Who knows? Maybe I can even reconcile with my...
That's not a bad idea.
I'll try. God bless you, Henry.
I'd like to learn.
What are you interested?
I'd like to.
All right.
I'd like to learn.
What are you...
I hear you.
All right.
Careful.